Welcome to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. I am Paige Bamgboshe Roethlisberger,
Hi, everyone, and I'm Naomi Bambushi.
and this is a Bamgboshe Happy Hour Golden Globes Awards special. How are you, Mom? What's up? Thank you for staying
Oh,
up late.
wonderful. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm glad to. Oh, I enjoyed the Golden Globe ceremony. I was a little disappointed in some of the choices I thought were very predictable, but I also got a few pleasant surprises. So, let's get into it whenever you get ready, daughter.
Okay, Ma, do you want to start out with a little toast to the Golden Globes?
Okay, we want to raise our hands. Raise our glasses. Oops, I've already raised my glass, apparently. Raise our glasses to continued health, wealth, happiness, long life, and prosperity, and salud. And congratulations to all the winners. And believe me, to those who did not win, you all did fabulous work this year, fabulous performances. So, salud.
Salud. Okay. All right. So, first off, the host the host was Joe Coy. Sorry, Joe
Joe
Coy.
Coy, yes.
And he was a regular panelist on Chelsea Lately, the Chelsea Handler show. And I also know that they dated. That, of course, has nothing to do with his, professional life. But
Yes.
there's a panelist on there. He's had a couple of specials on Netflix and Comedy Central. And we like the diversity. He is Filipino, at least he's half Filipino. And so that's good to
And
see.
what's the other half?
Caucasian.
Oh, okay. Because he refers to himself as Filipino. Okay.
I know what yeah, I know.
Okay.
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 Now, I thought that he did the best he could what he was working with, but I didn't particularly find him that funny. I thought a lot of his jokes fell flat. I felt that Miss Taylor Swift didn't think that his joke about her and the cameras following her during the football games and the cameras following her at the Golden Globes. I don't think that hit well with her. She normally laughs at everything, and she decided to take a glass of wine, a sip of wine. And he said a couple of jokes that was awkward about Harry, Prince Harry and Meghan. That didn't hit well. There was a couple of other things. I guess I don't know what your thoughts were about the hoax, man.
Well, you mentioned the things that didn't go over well. At least you felt they didn't. I liked him for the things that maybe didn't go over well because they were true. I liked him for what he said about the white man stealing everything, including, the premise for the movie,
That's true.
which was really true. Not funny at all, but true. I loved it.
Okay.
I loved him for his boldness and for his historical references, though they may have been uncomfortable, were true. So I liked him,
Okay.
and all good. And I didn't care what he said about Taylor Swift. Fine, she knows that's what it's all about. She is in the camera's face every minute at those games, and I thought it was funny. And I don't care if she didn't find the humor in it. She should have been able to laugh at herself because it's true. And
Okay.
so I don't care if she didn't live. She's not the arbiter of what I consider funny or good comedy. To me, she could have had a smile on her face because it was funny. What detriment would it be to her? She should have just laughed. Period. And so I appreciate
Listen.
him
Li-
in this format. I don't
Mhm.
know him, other than tonight.
Mhm.
I don't know him, but I thought he was a good host. I thought he was a very appropriate host for what
Listen,
we were doing.
I don't have a problem with the joke he made to Taylor Swift. It appears as
I
though
don't
Taylor
either,
Swift it appears as though Taylor Swift did not like the joke. Um
but that doesn't matter.
I just I just felt, I don't know. I didn't get from him what I wanted to get,
Okay,
but
okay,
all good,
okay,
all
all
good.
right, all
He
right.
wasn't, he wasn't a, I'm just saying my opinion. He wasn't a bad host, but I just didn't think he was like the greatest host. He did okay. He definitely wasn't terrible or anything like that. So
I like him. I thought he was intelligent and clever. I like you, Joe Coy.
okay. As far as red carpet, I didn't see the red carpet, but I did, see some fashion, obviously, the presenters, and I think that most people were pretty good for the most part. I thought Angela Bassett looked beautiful as always.
Yeah,
Um,
she certainly did.
I liked Kate Beckinsale. Natalie Portman actually looked nice. And I didn't really see
I didn't like Natalie Portman for that severe hairdo. Didn't she have her hair pulled back in a ponytail?
her in the ponytail, yeah.
I really didn't like that. It's too. She has that all the time, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
I liked her dress.
Her
Yeah.
dress was okay, but I really felt that she wasn't. Her hair was not really done. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Is there
So I
is
mean,
there
it was just okay.
any fashion that stood out to you, Ma?
I really love Andre Day's outfit. I
Okay. Yeah.
loved it.
Right.
I thought it looked great all the way around. It was very risque, and she's in good shape, so it looked good. And I liked the mesh gloves that matched it. I liked I liked her whole look. I like everything about her. I like the way her hair was done. I liked her entire looks. To me, she was the most outstanding, or one of the most outstanding for sure. Um, there were a few that looked good. I liked Angel. I liked Io. Io in her red. I loved her red dress. I thought it was so gorgeous. I
Okay.
loved her. I loved her look a lot, and she changed up the hair,
Okay.
and that looked good. I thought that was very fitting. Of course, I liked Oprah, Miss O. She was looking in good shape. She was looking very classy, very jazzy. Um, oh my
Okay, Ma, we
goodness.
can go if you can't.
I actually like Taylor Swift's green. I thought Taylor Swift was looked great in that lime green. I
Okay.
liked her look. Yeah, there was quite a few I thought that were outstanding. I mean, we didn't actually see a full red carpet,
Yeah.
so we just sort of got looks as they presented or the camera flashed on them. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I think overall the fashions were on point.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought everybody looked really good.
All right. I didn't see anybody that really, I said, oh my gosh, what are they wearing? Most people,
Well, the only disaster I saw two things that I thought was bad. I thought Don Cheadle with the hat on, and with his co-presenter, I thought it just gave just an odd appearance. I didn't think that was really the most stylish thing to wear. And Billie Eilish,
oh,
I think she's just avant-garde. I don't think she's concerned with trying to look fabulous.
no, she's not. Yeah, that's her thing. She she,
Mhm.
she achieved the look that she wanted to achieve. All right. So my let's
I
get
did like her speech. I did like the way she presented when she spoke. I did like that about Billie Eilish. Okay, all right,
okay.
let's
So
go.
let's get into these categories because we have a lot of categories. My
Okay, let's knock them out.
not always is exciting when we go too slow. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So so this is for best of stand up. And so we have Ricky Gervais, Trevor Noah, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, and Wanda Sykes. I didn't name the specials that they did. Ricky Gervais' special was Armageddon. Trevor Noah's Where Was I? Chris Rock, Selective Outrage. Amy Schumer, Emergency Contact. Sarah Silverman, Someone You Love. And Wanda Sykes, I'm an Entertainer. Now, I had was hoping for Wanda Sykes, even though I didn't see her stand up, and you had chosen Chris Rock. The winner was Ricky Gervais for Armageddon. I didn't see it. I normally think that Ricky Gervais is very funny. I had seen a part of a stand up that I didn't enjoy as much as I normally enjoy his comedy, but I didn't see Armageddon. Normally very funny. What are your thoughts on this?
I did not choose Ricky Gervais. I did choose Chris Rock. I did see. I'm pretty sure it was the Armageddon that I saw, unless he does a couple. I don't know. Okay, maybe I didn't see that one, but I did see him in a black T-shirt and black pants doing stand up.
That's how
Okay,
he dresses.
well, maybe that's what he always wears, okay? So when I saw him doing the stand up, I did not think he was funny at all. I didn't think he was nearly as funny as he is when he is presenting. I've seen him much funnier doing these award
You
shows.
mean hosting?
Yes,
Yeah.
hosting, exactly. And, and I was disappointed. I expected more. I held him to a higher standard, and I was felt that there was something lacking. I was
I,
very disappointed in the stand up that I saw him
I
do.
don't know if that was the one though, I can't guarantee you because he did two back to back. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how this one was, but
Well, regardless, really, it doesn't make that much difference. He's not that great doing stand up.
well, he normally is good at doing stand up. Never mind. I'll just leave it alone. Okay.
Well, maybe he is okay. Maybe that's why they gave it to him. Bam. I wanted Chris Rock to get it. Okay.
Best performance by male actor in a supporting role on television. We have Billy Crudup, Matthew McFadden, James Marston, Eben Moss for The Bear, Alan Ruck, Succession, and Alexander Skarsgård for Succession. And so you chose we both chose Alexander Skarsgård, but the winner was Matthew McFadden, who played Tom in Succession. What are your thoughts on that, Ma?
Oh, well, they just chose somebody that I didn't particularly think was deserving of it. I guess he had a difficult character to play. To me, he was very quirky and unlikable. And at times, I was thinking they were going to write him out of the show. At times, he seemed like an irrelevant character that everybody just used as they wanted to. You know what? I found his character so unlikable. It's probably why I didn't, think that he was a good candidate to win. I really thought the show could have been just as good without him. I didn't appreciate his portrayal or his character as much as perhaps other people did.
I don't know. I thought he did a good job with the role. I thought that the role was not very likable, but I think that as far as his acting, he did a really good job with it. But I would have preferred to see Alexander Skarsgård win.
Yeah, that was my preference as well. Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna move on to best performance by a female actor in a supporting role on television. And the candidates were Elizabeth Debicki, The Crown, Abby Elliott, The Bear, Christina Ricci, Yellow Jackets, J. Smith Cameron, Succession, Meryl Streep, Only Murders in the Building, and Hannah Waddingham, Ted Lasso. And we both chose for this one Meryl Streep. And the winner was Elizabeth Debicki, who played Princess Diana in The Crown. And I didn't see the last season of The Crown, but I saw all of the seasons except for the last one. And I did see Elizabeth Debicki playing the role in the previous season, and I thought that she did a really good job. But I just was anti, the Crown. I was anti anything
Yes.
to do with the monarchy. So
Yes.
that's her.
Well, you know what? And also, the same thing can be said for me. I was just so sick of all these different iterations of Princess Di and on and on and on. And I'm just so sick of the whole royal family and so forth. I really didn't even watch the last season. Not that I didn't think she did a good job, I was just so sick of the whole thing. And that's what happened.
I completely understand.
Okay.
Okay. So let's move on to best performance by male actor in a limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television. And so we have Matt Bomer in Fellow Travelers, Sam Claflin in Daisy Jones and the Six, John Hamm in Fargo, Woody Harrelson, White House Plumbers, David Oyuelo, Lawman Bass Reeves, and Stephen Yen for Beef. And we both chose John Hamm for Fargo, and the winner was Stephen Yen for Beef. I have no problem with Stephen Yen winning. I thought he actually did a really good job.
Oh, me too. Beef was also very good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his character, and his character was one that was just sort of unique. Not the whole incident of the road rage, but just that it went so far and went so much into impacted their lives and so on and so forth. And so it was really different and really enjoyable. It was very creative, and he did a good job.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. That wasn't my first choice, but I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think he did an excellent job as well. So
Yeah.
um, okay, so best performance by a female actor in a limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television. So we have, some heavy hitters here. We have a Riley Keough in Daisy Jones and the Six. We have
Yeah.
Brie Larson in Lessons in Chemistry. We have Elizabeth Olsen, Love and Death. We have Juno Temple, Fargo. We have Rachel Weisz, Dead Ringers, and we have Ali Wong for Beef. So I chose Riley Keough, and you chose Juno Temple, and the winner was Ali Wong for Beef. So this again, I don't have an issue with Ali Wong winning. I think that she did an excellent job. It
She
wasn't
did.
a
She
choice,
did.
but she did a really good job.
I would have been okay with any among the three of those.
Yeah.
Any among the three because the performances were all three were superlative. I thought they all three were good.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. I don't know. But good job either way. Okay. So let's get into where should we go? Best performance by a male actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. So we have Bill Hader, who happens to be dating Ali Wong, for Barry. Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building. Jason Segel, Shrinking. Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building. Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso. Jeremy Allen White, The Bear. So, Ma, you went with Jason Segel, a good choice, but I went with my man Jeremy Allen White for The Bear, and that is who the winner was. And I just really love the bear. I think that he has completely embodied the character. And so I just really, really enjoy everything about it. So maybe I'm biased, but I really was rooting
Well,
for
that's not bias. It's supposed to be who you like
I
and
was
who you think did a good job. I like Jason Segel because I think his character is not only is more relatable, I just think he's more lovable in the role.
well,
And
yeah,
and I
well,
his performance is excellent. So
well,
I like Jason Segel. So
yeah. I okay, so here's
although I also like the band.
so this was the thing. I did not see Jeremy Allen White when he was on the series called Shameless with William H. Macy. I didn't see him on there. He was on that series for many years. And Jason Segel comes from How I Met Your Mother. He was also a very likable character.
Right.
Um, I, like to see a little bit of range. And so Jeremy Allen White, I just thought did something different. That,
Okay.
that's where I was going with that.
Okay.
Um, okay, best performance by a female actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Quentin Brunson, Abbott Elementary. Ayo Edebiri for The Bear. Elle Fanning, The Great. Selena Gomez, Only Murders in the Building, and Natasha Lyonne for Poker Face. So we both chose Ayo at a berry for the bear, and guess what? She won.
Great.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Ayo.
Any thoughts on that, Ma? That's who I
No,
thought she.
no. Other than that, she did a wonderful job. I mean, others have done, good jobs too. I'm not saying that, but to me, her performance is outstanding, and I think a little bit of her is in that character. It comes across like a little bit of that is actually her.
Maybe.
Yeah, you know how she's just so high energy and focused and kind of
Yeah.
OCD-ish. A little bit of that came across today, or tonight, I should say.
Well, yeah. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because in this next category, I really think I saw some of this character in this person. Best performance by male actor in a television series drama. And so Brian Cox Succession, he was not there.
Right,
Kieran Culkin, Succession. Gary Oldman, Slow Horses. Pedro Pascal, The Last of Us. Jeremy Strong, Succession. And Dominique West, The Crown. And so I picked Jeremy Strong and you picked Pedro Pascal, but the winner was Kieran Culkin.
right.
I was okay with that. Um, I think that Kieran did a really, really good job. But when he was on stage, I saw
That character.
that character coming out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too.
It was a lot that came out.
Yeah, yeah. He's pretty quirky. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet, but I thought, I was okay with him winning.
Oh
What
yeah. Oh no. Oh, he did a hellified job in
okay.
Succession. He did a hellified job. And once again, none of them were really playing likable characters in the first place. They were all cutthroat in their ways, and
Oh, for
very,
sure.
and very, very, very flawed, So we know that. So he had a difficult character to play, and
Oh,
a very unusual kind of character, So I guess he could kind of take it where he wanted to
yeah.
because he didn't really fall into any particular category other than he was cutthroat because he was all over the place.
Yeah.
He pushed every kind of envelope, right?
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, he was something else to say to say the least. But I thought he was really good on Succession, and I will miss it. I wish that it would have stayed around for maybe one more season, but hey, all good things come to an end, right?
That's right.
Okay. All right. So I guess we didn't do best performance by a female actor in a television series drama. We didn't go there yet, right? No. Okay. So we're gonna go with Helen Mirren, 1923, Bella Ramsey, The Last of Us, Kerry Russell, The Diplomat, Sarah Snook, Succession, Imelda Staunton, The Crown, Emma Stone, The Curse. Now, the winner and who we both chose was Sarah Snook, Shiv, on Succession. And I thought that Sarah did an excellent job. And I didn't really think there was anybody else to take that award besides her because it was just such an unusual character. What are your thoughts, Ma?
Yeah, no, well, I thought she did a great job too. And once again, she really had to try to find some balance to even to for her part to play her part convincingly. And
Hmm.
I thought she was very convincing in the role. Even her body type under those circumstances, I thought was very convincing. They
Hmm.
didn't have her the stereotypical super super skinny rich person and all that.
Hmm.
She had a body like that was something for her to kind of deal with, contend with. There was a lot with her character, and I thought she did a really good job. I thought she did a really, really good job. Yeah. I thought she kept it going. I thought she was often underestimated. And I thought she was, appropriately connected or disconnected to those around her. I thought she just did a fabulous job. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, that's what I have to say about her. I thought she did a very good job, and I thought she landed on her feet in the end, more so than the rest of them did.
Well,
You
she
know,
did. Yeah.
yeah. So, and that was good too. But I mean, she played it well. You know. Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to best television limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television. Now, we did not see All the Light We Cannot See. So we will have to watch that and give you our opinion on that at a later date. Beef, Daisy Jones and the Six, Fargo, Fellow Travelers, and Lessons in Chemistry. Now, Ma, you chose Fargo. I happened to choose Beef for this one, and the winner was Beef. And I just thought that Beef was so unique. I just thought that it was a story that just kept on evolving. I thought the characters were interesting. They were really, really well written. There was a lot of depth to it, and I just enjoyed it a lot. So,
I did too. I thought Beef was definitely unique. But some parts of it I just thought was, so far over the top to be, the, super, super duper fictional or fantastical.
mhm.
So, some parts of it went off into Never Never Land for me.
Yeah,
So, yeah, so, I kind of disconnected from parts of it. As it went on,
mhm.
they reined it they reined it in the end, but some parts of it just went way, way, way too far.
Oh,
I thought. That's why I prefer the Fargo, the season of Fargo.
okay. All right. I completely I understand. All right. And next is best television series, musical or comedy. We have Abbott Elementary, we have Barry, we have The Bear, Jury Duty, Only Murders in the Building, and Ted Lasso. And I went with The Bear, and you went with Only Murders in the Building, and the bear was the winner. You know how I feel about the bear. I really enjoyed the bear. For some people, it's an acquired taste. But I love to cook, and I just love the intensity of the bear and the diversity as well. One thing I want to say before you come in, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso to me fell off this last season. It wasn't the Ted Lasso of the first two seasons. There was a lot of different choices that the writers made with the actors that made it not as lovable to me. Some of my characters I like Keely, wasn't as likable. Ted Lasso was off somewhere doing his own thing and didn't seem as invested in the team, and it just took away to me from the Ted Lasso last season.
I'm in full agreement with you. And another thing I did not like that much about Ted Lasso this last season was, well, they alluded, to a developing romance between what's her name, the boss of the team. I forget her name.
Yeah,
But
Hannah
well,
Waddingham is her name, but I can't remember.
right. Well, they alluded to that because she, apparently ran into her mystery love she, had a rendezvous with that one time.
Yeah,
And so I guess we were supposed to, just imagine that they got together. But to me, that's something that they could have developed a wee bit more before they ended, the whole series. A
yeah,
couple of things they did that I thought was it seemed like you said, it seemed as if they were walking away from the
yeah,
show, and they didn't walk away from it with thought and care. They just walked away from it kind of abruptly, and
hmm,
left a lot of things unsaid and undone. So,
I agree.
in which they had been much more careful, and much more deliberate in the previous seasons.
Yeah,
So, yeah, so I agree with you about that.
I
Now,
like
where
what
did
you said.
we were talking about which category?
I guess this was
Oh,
best
so
television
you
series,
said
musical
beef,
or
right?
comedy.
Beast got that, right?
Got it. Yeah. No, no. The bear won this.
The bear. I mean the bear. Yes, the bear
Okay.
got that. Well, the bear. I like the bear a lot too. I
Mhm.
like the bear a lot. I don't say I like it better than I like other programs, but I do like the bear a lot. I want to see what they're going to do this season because I'm just a little concerned. Let's just see. I don't want to predict anything. Let's just see. We'll just have to watch it and see how it all unfolds because. Uh, I'm getting foreshadowing of unrequited love. Maybe not. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's right.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yes, ma'am.
There's
We-
because there's two
Oh,
because
you. Yeah.
there's Ayo, and then there's
Sydney's
German,
character. I
and
don't.
then there's German, and then there's the guy that likes Ayo that she's giving, not paying attention to him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So let's just see that. Well, somebody's gonna
But
get.
but that doesn't have. Okay. Well, maybe it does.
I'm just talking about the writing. I'm talking about liking how the show may go. That's all. I mean, it's
Okay.
not nothing to say. I'm just saying.
Okay.
What I'm thinking about. I hope that they resolve that. I hope they resolve that and don't make it.
Okay, so let's move on to we have a couple well, we have a few more. So a best original score motion picture. I'm not gonna go into all of the people. I'm sorry. Ludwig Göransson won for Oppenheimer, and okay, I wasn't really that happy, but congratulations to the Oppenheimer. I had hoped that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse would win, Daniel Pemberton, and that didn't happen. So um
Okay.
Best original song, motion picture ma. So there
We
was
got that was Billie Eilish,
mm,
right?
yeah, so it was Addicted to Romance. She Came to Me from by Bruce Springsteen. Dance the Night, a Barbie song by Mark Ronson and Dua Lipa. I added that one to win. I'm Just Ken by Mark Ronson, the from Barbie. Peaches, the Super Mario Brothers movie, Jack Black was one of the writers for that. Road to Freedom by Lenny Kravitz from Rustin. You had chose that one. And What Was I Made For from Barbie by Billie Eilish and her brother Venus. And they won. So congratulations to them. Okay. I don't really know what to say. Wasn't my choice, but it fit the movie.
Okay.
Um,
Like I said, she gave a very gracious speech, so that's what I'll say.
yeah.
Okay.
So best television series drama. So we have 1923, which we haven't seen that one. We have The Crown, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, The Morning Show, and Succession. We both chose Succession, and of course, Succession won. What are your thoughts on that, Mom?
Well, it was just highly predictable. As I say, when something is that popular and, I mean, just had a monster cast
Mhm.
and, like I said, it was very popular, was not hard to predict that they would win.
And it
You
was
know,
it was a really good series, though.
and absolutely, it was excellent. It was very good. I mean, it appealed to people from all different walks of life because it just kept things going. It had such a high level of intrigue, drama, ratchetness, and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
It was just really good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let's get into best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. And so we have Fantasia Barrino, The Color Purple, Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings, Natalie Portman, May December, Alma Aposty, Fallen Leaves, Margot Robbie, Barbie, and Emma Stone, Poor Things. We both chose Fantasia for The Color Purple, and Emma Stone won for Poor Things. Did not see Poor Things, so we don't know how Emma Stone's performance was, but congratulations to her, Ma. Any thoughts on that? That's not who I was.
No, no, no thought on that because I have not seen that.
Mm.
And but congratulations, like you said, to Emma Stone. I may see it in the future. Don't know. You know,
Well,
have
we'll
a
have to see it. Like if there's the SAG Awards, if Emma Stone is nominated, so I'll have to see it. So
okay. Okay, yeah, because you have to vote on it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Best performance by male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. So we had Mr. Nicolas Cage. Apparently, it was his birthday for Dream Scenario. Timothy Chalamet for Wonka, and he was kissing up on Kylie Jenner. I don't know if you noticed that in the audience.
No.
Matt Damon, Air. Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers, Joaquin Phoenix, Beau is Afraid, and Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction. Now, we both voted for Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction, even though we have not seen it yet, but we know he's just a dynamic actor person, and we want him to win. But unfortunately, the winner was Paul Giamatti, who I like Paul Giamatti, and I thought he was
And he was good in the holdovers.
yes. We just haven't seen Jeffrey Wright's American Fiction, and we feel that it's, time for him to win something. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, just what you said. We haven't seen it. I didn't see that particular performance, but I've heard good buzz about it and just seen the little clips. And we know that Jeffrey Wright is overdue, and
Right.
we know he's a monster actor. He's a monster talent. So I was hoping that he would get a win with this one. But okay, Jeffrey, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
And that's not to take anything away from anybody else because Paul Giamatti was very good. We did see the holdovers, so he was very good.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So
Best
next
performance.
time, Jeffrey, next time, right?
Right. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. We have Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, Jodie Foster for Naiad, Julianne Moore for May December, Rosamund Pike for Saltburn, Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Now, I thought Divine Joy Randolph would win this for The Holdovers. I also was rooting for Danielle Brooks for this as well. You
Right.
were going strong for Danielle Brooks. Either one of them could have won, but Divine Joy Randolph took it for the holdovers. So,
Which
congratulations.
was wonderful, which
Yep.
was really good. And she
Awesome.
was good. She was good in the holdovers, and she won. And I was happy to see that. And
Yeah.
congratulations to Divine.
Yeah. Okay, best performance by male actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. We have William Dafoe for Poor Things, which we have not seen. We got to see it. Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon, which we saw and I thought was excellent. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, Charles Melton, May December, and Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. And so I guess jokingly, before I even saw Flowers, Killers of the Flower Moon, I chose Ryan Gosling, and you chose Robert De Niro, which that's what I would have chosen, especially after seeing Killers of the Flower Moon. But the winner was Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. I thought Robert Downey Jr. did a really good job, but I just didn't enjoy Oppenheimer. Your
Right.
thought?
There you go. Very similar. I thought the whole Oppenheimer thing was overblown. I thought it was a whole lot of hype. I didn't think it was nearly as good as, so many other people seem to have thought it was. I was not a big fan of the entire movie.
No, I feel you. Okay, best director motion picture. We have Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Greta Gerwig for Barbie, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, Celine Song, Past Lives. Now we both chose Bradley Cooper for Maestro. Not exactly sure why. I probably would have chosen Martin Scorsese after seeing Killers of the Flower Moon. But the winner was Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Your thoughts?
My thoughts is that Oppenheimer was embraced by, a lot of people, and so it just went that way. I mean, it was just sort of an Oppenheimer succession evening, you
Yes.
know, for the most part. Yeah. I think they were largely embraced by mainstream, and that's what happened.
Okay. And best screenplay, motion picture, Greta Garwig and sorry, and Noah Bachman, Barbie, Tony McNamara, Poor Things, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, Eric Ross and Martin Scorsese, sorry, for Killers of the Flower Moon, Celine Song, Past Lives, Justine Trite, Arthur Harari, Anatomy of a Fall. I went with Celine's song for Past Lives. Didn't see it. Just thought that it looks like an interesting love story.
Right.
I probably would have went for Killers of the Flower Moon after seeing it, which is what you went for, Ma. The winner was Anatomy of a Fall. So we haven't seen it. So we have to watch it and we can give you a better assessment of it, don't you think? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yes. Yes. My thoughts are the same as yours. Um, I mean, you know, I think it might be very interesting. I haven't seen it. I cannot say.
Best motion picture, non-English language. We did not see any of those films, so we'll just tell you the winner, which was Anatomy of a Fall. We'll let you know. We will have to probably watch that one, and we'll let you know our thoughts on that one. Let's go with best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. Annette Bening for Naiad. Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall, Greta Lee, you recognize her from the morning show, right? Do you? I don't.
Yes.
Okay, Past Lives, Carrie Mulligan, Maestro, and Kaylee Spani, Priscilla. So you chose Carrie Mulligan from Maestro, and I went with Lily Gladstone from Killers of the Flower Moon. Now I hadn't even seen her in it when I chose her, but I thought that it was going to be, paying homage to the
Native.
people and the
Yeah. Yeah.
um, one, but she did an excellent job. So I'm glad.
Yes.
Thoughts, Mom? Sorry.
No, I'm just glad that she got it. I think that was appropriate. Since that's what the story was primarily about, that was the focus, the Osage people, in Oklahoma. And I thought that was very appropriate that she, at least was native. She was native and did a good job because, there was no reason that that should not have been the situation. You got me?
Yeah,
That's just as it should have been. So I was happy about that. She was good. She gave a good performance. And she hung in there with two, super heavy hitters,
she did.
like DiCaprio and De Niro, and she hung in there, And she was really good. She gave a compelling performance. Yes.
Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture drama. Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Leonardo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Barry Keoghan for Saltburn, Killian Murphy for Oppenheimer, and Andrew Scott, All of Us Strangers. Now, you went with Coleman Domingo and Rustin, and I thought he did a really good job. I went with Bradley Cooper for Maestro. But having seen Leonardo DiCaprio, since I made my choice, I would have chosen Leonardo DiCaprio for
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon. But the winner was Killian Murphy for Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Not agree with that at all.
I did not. All the things that he was supposed to be, such a ladies' man, and so Mr. Virility and, Mr. Macho and this and that. I didn't see any of that charisma in him. The
No,
only thing I saw in him that gave him any personality was that he walked around with that hat on all the time.
right, right.
That's it. That's it. I didn't see anything else extraordinary about him.
I'm with you
Nothing at
completely.
all.
Nope.
So,
I'm 100% Ma.
no, I thought they inflated everything about the whole movie. I thought was inflated. Oppenheimer. I did not agree with the critics at all about it. Okay, but I've said that. I don't, I don't mean to bash it, but I'm just telling you how I feel about it. And
No.
I didn't feel that it was nearly as good as I seem to think that it was.
Okay. And so now let's get into the last few categories. Is cinematic and box office achievement. We have we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We have John Wick Chapter 4. We have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. We have Oppenheimer. We have Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and we have Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. Now you picked John Wick Chapter 4. I picked Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. Not that I wanted it to win, but that I thought
But
they were.
that you thought it might. Yes, I got it.
And the winner was Barbie, and I was happy for Barbie. Like I was okay with that. I had no.
Okay. Okay.
What about you?
uh that was fine with me. I didn't feel that strongly about anything in that category because I know that it was a very competitive category, and a number of any of those really could have won,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a strong preference at all, so that was fine. That
Okay.
was fine. That category is not a category that concerned about, period.
Okay, so we're gonna do the last three categories, Mom. Best motion picture animated, The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the Super Mario Brothers movie, Suzumi, and Wish. You chose Wish. I chose Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and the winner was The Boy and the Heron. And I
Okay.
had no idea, so guess we need to watch that. All right, bye. So let's do the last two, and I want your opinions on these. Best motion picture, musical or comedy. We have Air, American Fiction, Barbie, The Holdovers, May December, and Poor Things. You chose Barbie, and I chose the Holdovers, and the winner was Poor Things. That's the Emma Stone movie, and Mark Ruffalo and William Dafoe. Anything,
Right.
Mom?
No, no, we've already said, ad nauseum that we hadn't seen it, so there's nothing else to say about it. And we maybe it was really good, so we'll see. Moving
Okay.
forward, we'll see. Yeah.
And finally, best motion picture drama, Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, and The Zone of Interest. I chose Killers of the Flower Moon for best motion picture drama. You chose Maestro, and the winner was Oppenheimer. And we saw all of those films, and I did not agree.
I didn't agree either. I did not agree at all. I thought Oppenheimer was, like I said, I thought it was just not nearly as good as the reviews it received. I thought it was too long. I thought a lot of things about it, but I didn't think it was very enjoyable. So I do not agree with that. Whereas I really enjoyed several other movies in the same category. All of them I enjoyed more than Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
listen, to each his own. It also, we all know that the Golden Globes is a popularity contest. We'll see how much this carries over into SAG, how much it carries over into the Oscars. It'll be interesting to see. I thought overall, I thought the show probably was a low premium. I would probably give it about maybe about a six, six and a half. Or is
Okay.
premium, something in there. The people look nice. There were a few people that I did like that won. But there were some that, for like the major categories where I just like the Oppenheimer wins kind of threw me off a little bit, from Killian to Oppenheimer itself winning, to Christopher Nolan winning for Best Director, like those things. I Robert Downey Jr. I thought actually did a really good job, so I can't knock him on that 100%. But the rest of it, I don't know. I don't know, Ma. What are your thoughts overall?
Well, I think that the show, I would say the show was fair.
Hmm.
Okay. When I say fair, I'm going to say, I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
Okay. The reason I'm giving it that high is because Emily Blunt, I thought was good in it. I thought Robert Downey was also good in it. You
Hmm.
know, I didn't think the main character was as good, and I didn't think this,
Yeah.
and I didn't think the story was told as well. I think they overlooked a lot of historical pieces,
Hmm.
and in the story, I thought it was whitewashed,
100%.
and for that reason, I didn't give it nearly as high a rating as I might have had it been more honest, more true to what really happened, and had the lead character, Oppenheimer himself, been more dynamic.
Okay.
So for that reason, in 7 is all I can squeak out for that. I
Yeah.
give it a premium 7, at best. And that's with, that's including Robert Downey and Emily Blunt. Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is just, pretty much our opinions and the recap of the Golden Globes. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Was there anything, Ma, that you wanted to say before we go, as far as, any standouts or any people or any hooch moments? I didn't like that they brought out the Suits cast, and of course, Meghan Markle was not there. And also, we didn't see the guy, I don't know his name, but the character Lewis, he wasn't there. I thought it would have been cool to see everybody because that was really the people that you think of when you
Right.
watch the show
Right.
Suit.
Well, I guess they should have said 2 members of the Suits cast is what they should have said, because that's what they did. They brought out 2
They
members, right?
brought out four. They brought out four.
Oh, they brought out 4?
Yeah, they brought
Oh,
out our
uh,
girl, what is her name? That
oh
was
yes, yes, the 2 ladies. They
the
brought
two
out the
ladies.
2
Yeah.
guys first. And
Yeah.
then they brought what's her name? Jay. Her name starts with a J. She used to be married to Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, and I can't Gina, no, it's Gina
Gina
Torres.
Gina Torres. Gina
Torres.
Torres, right. And
And
the other young lady.
Sarah Rafferty is
Right.
Donna.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So they brought
The
out those.
two the two
That's right.
tall ladies. The two
Yes.
tall, beautiful ladies.
Yes. Yes. And so I mean, that was okay. I didn't have a problem with that, because you rarely get 100% participation from any of them.
Yes,
There's always.
you know,
And I would have been now. See, to me, impressive would have been if they would have brought out Meghan Markle.
right, right.
Now that would have been off the hook. That would have been impressive.
And yeah,
Yeah. So, but overall, like I said, 7. I'm going with the 7 premium.
okay.
The people overall, everyone looked good. I was a little disappointed with the predictability of some of the, uh recipients,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they all worked hard, and they're all very talented. And so I did enjoy watching them, and seeing some of my favorite people be recognized, So, that's what I have to say. And I'm looking forward to the upcoming, well, we got the Grammys coming in a couple of weeks. That's a little different, but it's still an award show, right? And they're
Yeah,
talented. So we have the Grammys. We have the Oscars. Will the Oscars be in March? I don't know. The things have changed so much.
I'm not sure when the yeah, I'm not really sure.
Traditionally, they're in March. I don't know what they're doing now. You know, but okay. So we have others coming. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure
We
we're
have the
gonna.
Oscars, we have SAG. SAG is coming soon. SAG is coming maybe the end of this month.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some of these same winners.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Grammys is not so much because it's only like one or two
Oh,
categories. Grammy.
yeah, but I mean in the other,
You mean like
award shows.
Emmys, the Oscars, and SAG and all that stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yes. We'll see some of these same people getting awards, and then we're going to have some upsets. So the reason that we look forward to it, or the reason I look forward to it, is so we can see some of the upsets. Okay.
All right. So, guys, thank you so much for staying up with us. I know you guys are up late, listening to this right now. But thank you so much. We'll be back with our regular schedule episodes on Wednesdays and Sundays as always. We want to thank you guys. Follow us on X, follow us on Facebook, continue to follow us on Instagram and Threads at the Bamgboshe Happy Hour, and also All Things Pays You. Subscribe to our YouTube page, All Things Pays You, home of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. Guys, we're going to be uploading some really cool content. We really do appreciate you. Send us your emails at info@bambushehappyhour.com. And we love to read those DMs. We appreciate you guys. Be safe, and we'll be back again on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.